Yes, I'm going to do a little tour of our garden, see how it's coming on. Now the season's, this is our sitting area where we can have breakfast if the weather is good. Got a nice little sunshade to keep us shaded from the sun. Barbecue for those barbecue days. This is the bed I'm working on at the moment. It's a fir bed, which as you can see is very overgrown. But before I remove these trees at the front, I've been working from the back. I've cut down a lot of overgrown trees. You can see the tree stumps, and planting some shrubs here which eventually will grow up and provide me with a bit of a cover. And once they've grown up a bit, then I will remove the trees at the front and fill it up with other shrubs that are not going to get quite so high. And just going around the garden, and a couple of sculptures. And this is the shelter that I built 4 years ago. Bought a kit, put it up myself. It was quite straightforward to do. And I sit here and have my gin and tonic in the afternoon. It's really quite nice. You can see the breakfast area there. This is for the afternoons. If I want to catch a bit of sun, I can sit in my swing here. It's got a shade. Got another eating area here. My hot tub, which I tend to use in the evening. Take a whisky out and have the bubbles relax me after a hard day's work in my allotment. This is my rockery. Beginning to get a bit more colour. I've had to thin things out and put a few different plants in to get a bit more variety, so hopefully later in the season that will come on. And this area here is a sort of sunbathing area. And again, the best of the sun here in the afternoon. Got two sheds. One's my tool shed, and the other one has got a lot of bric-a-brac in it at the moment. I've almost finished repainting them. There are a couple of little bits I've got to touch up. Tool shed I've reorganised. Bought some metal shelves from Lidl, which have been great, and that stores a lot of my stuff. And yeah, it's just got lots of a bit tidier than it was. It was a real mess. And the trick is to try and keep it that way. Out by the bin stores, bins are not terribly attractive, but I've got them covered up in there. And this shed, I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get down to the tip, and I've been hiding a lot of stuff between the two huts that are all ready to remove. And round to my little cold frame where I'm growing some seedlings for planting in my allotment, and my herb bed, which I'm just sort of cleaning out a little bit. The rosemary grows incredibly fast and has to be trimmed back down drastically every year. And I had an old pallet which some stuff was delivered on, and I've decided to turn it into sort of 6 little beds where I'm growing vegetable crops. Basically various salad leaves and spring onions and stuff like that. And that's the back garden. Front's a bit more straightforward because I've got very little round the front. Just got a small patch with a buddleia in the corner and a couple of planters at the front. So this is all relatively straightforward and relatively low maintenance. But the back garden's great because you get the sun from first thing in the morning right to last thing at night. so I can watch the sunsets in my hot tub at night. In the evening we get sun in this bit round by the bin stores, and got a chair here for relaxing at night. I'll just shut up my tool shed. And that's a little tour of our garden as it is. A few things are coming to life now. It's been very, very slow this year. Could do with a bit more colour in my rockery. But yeah, some things are still to come on.